So we're fishing offshore brush piles at Lake Lanier and we're throwing a pulse jig. My favorite here is a Pearl 3/8 ounce, and I like to use a countdown method. Like to start with 3, 5, 7, and 10, and one of those normally works when you count it down. It sinks about a foot a second, so let's try it here and see if we can get one. We'll start on a 10 here. One 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10 1,000. There it is.
I just did that.
Looks like a good one. Well, it looked like a good one. Yeah, and I missed one.
Dang.
Well, that one collaborate right there. That's a pretty good fish, isn't it?
Yep, that's a good one. Pull and drag, you like that?
I'm gonna get out there and try to catch one of those.
He's got some
Is
buddies
that on a
with
10 count?
Yep, it was on a 10 count.
It's a good quality fish. Not a giant, but they're so mean.
Yeah, and crazy thing, these things can be 15, 16 inches long and they weigh over 3 pounds. I mean, there's some.
There we go.
Got him?
Yep.
Attaboy. This is the big one here.
I got a little one. I'll get these out of your way.
How about that one right there? Caught him on the old Pearl Pulse Jig. One of the neat things about fishing offshore brush here at Lake Lanier is Pulse Jig works great over that. And I caught this one on a 10 count using a 751 gear ratio reel and 10-pound fluorocarbon, but imitates a bait fish perfect and just catches giant spotted bass like this one right here. Just left of that.
I saw your rod.
Got him finally.
Got him?
Yeah.
I'll get in there behind you. Try to anyway. Good one?
Yeah. That old head shake like a good one.
Nice keeper fish.
That's a typical. Lake Lanier is full of them 2.5 pounders, just 2.5 pounder.
So y'all heard Todd earlier talk about the countdown method. Today we're throwing 3/8 ounce pulse jigs. Countdown, like Todd said, is about a foot a second. The reason we're counting it down 10 seconds is because what we're targeting is a lot of brush piles that actually top out about 10 to 15 foot below the surface, and we're trying to run these pulse jigs right across the top of that brush. The spots like to suspend down here on Lake Lanier in the summertime, as they do in a lot of lakes in the southeast. They like to suspend around that brush. You know, they'll be out roaming, chasing bait in the morning. We've seen a little bit of that this morning. Hopefully as the sun gets up later in the day it gets, the more they'll position in that brush and suspending it, we'll be able to target them with that pulse jig. But the countdown method, we're using 10 seconds. Sometimes we'll do 12 or 15 seconds, just depending on how deep that brush actually tops out. Now, the brush piles might be in 20, 30, 40 foot of water, but they'll top out in that 10 to 15 foot range, and we'll count our pulse jigs down accordingly based on how deep we want them to run. Still going with about a 10 count here.
Big one too, looks
I don't
like.
think so.
Got your rod boat up good.
Feels good. Guy, you ought to get bit because you're right behind me.
Woke up when he got up here, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got a fast wiggle, but he's got a good head shake. Oh, they're so much fun.
Bigger than you thought he was.
Mm-hmm. That's how they're supposed to eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Pulse jig in the face. God, they're so much fun. So we picked up another just beautiful Lake Lanier spotted bass. Another victim with a pulse jig, and I think they're just starting to bite a little bit. We had a big moon last night, and the early morning bite was quick, kind of shut off, and now it's starting to be midday again. Fish are starting to bite a little bit better, and hopefully we can work our way up from here. We've got a couple nice fish in the boat, and man, they're fun. And when they eat that pulse jig, it's a lot of fun. But there again, it was like a 10-second countdown. We're targeting a little point here, a little brush pile. Tops out at about 10 or 15 foot below the surface. Still using that countdown method, and yeah, beautiful fish.
So our pulse jigs come in sizes from 1/8 ounce, quarter, 3/8, 5/8, and our 1 ounce model too. So check them out at pulsefishlures.com or at your tackle retailer.